What's up, squash players? I have a review for you today of the Xamsa Crucible Incognito. This is a frame that Xamsa has put out before, but now in the Incognito version. Previously, the Xamsa Crucible, I believe that was I reviewed that one last year, which you can check out. The difference with the Incognito is they've used a little bit better materials, which are fun to say, 100% Toray Japan carbon fiber. And I think that that has basically a greater amount of strength with a lighter material, as all material advances seem to be. So they have used that in the construction of this racket. So it's meant to be a step above the original Xamsa Crucible. It's got this this cosmetic with a almost naked look to it. It's not glossy at all. You can kind of see the graphite frame is exposed a little bit, I guess you could say. The specs on this were 145.5 grams on my scale and 35.5 centimeter balance point, so that's pretty head light. It's got this hybrid type of head shape so it's got a bridge throat, but it's quite far down, and you get quite a long frame out of that. Just to put it in perspective with another racket that I've been using, this is a full teardrop, and you can see it goes almost down the length of a regular teardrop, but it has that additional sort of stability point here. It feels like a thinner kind of frame. I'll just show you against a different Xamsa racket. This is the Obsidian. And it's minor differences, but the Obsidian in the front has a little bit thicker frame all around, so the Crucible is quite maneuverable in comparison. It feels light, feels fast through the air. The cosmetics on this are, as usual, Xamsa black. Somehow this one has turned out even better than normal. I just think they've done a good job with well, it's not that much contrast because it's black on black, but somehow it just looks even sleeker than normal. And I'm normally a fan of the Xamsa simple branding, but they've kind of just added subtle Xamsa text along the sides here, the X up here, and the traditional Xamsa up and down on the butt of the racket. In terms of how this played, this was, I thought, an excellent all-around racket. It had a great combination of touch and power. It came out reading quite head light. It didn't feel as head light as that when I was playing with it. I felt like I felt like the racket felt light, but still had heft in through the swing. I really like the overall feel of it. It's a great all-around entry in the Xamsa range. The only quibble I had with it, I remember on the other Crucible racket, there was like torsion in the frame if you hit something slightly off center, and this, I could detect it faintly in this, but if I'm doing it from memory, I didn't have the other one to test it directly against, but it felt better with this racket and barely noticeable. I was sort of looking for it. And I think that's because of the construction is just maybe a little bit more, a little bit stiffer as a result of the 100% Toray Japan carbon fiber. I'm talking about when you're hitting it hard is where you would feel that kind of, any sort of torsion in the racket. And it kept it stable through those power shots, and also gave it a crisp feeling on taking the ball in short. So overall, definitely pleased with this one. A great job from Xamsa. Thanks to Xamsa, as always, for sending me this racket to review. Thanks a lot.